Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Gutv Bracketology. I'm David Gentili alongside Dave Soto. And Dave, obviously we want to see who the best bracketologist is of our Gutv extended family, but also the reason we're playing this year is to get donations to update our interview set.
Yeah, this past winter break, PC got hooked up with some fancy schmancy new toys, some big monitors, and some new buttons, which frankly, I don't know how they work. But aside from that, now that that's taken care of, let's hook up our set and make it just as nice. And later on in the show, Professor Dan will tell you how to donate.
Taking care of the set and taking care of our own, Dave. And with that being said, let's send it over to Denny Hawkins, who has a recap of Gonzaga women's run through the NCAA tournament.
That's right. As Dave and David mentioned, I'm Denny Hawkins here with your recap of the women's trip to the Sweet 16 round of the tournament. They've done it 3 years in a row now, and they've been fortunate enough to do it on their home court here at McCarthy. They blew past Rutgers in the first round and played an exciting all-around great matchup against Miami in the second round. Miami was without their all-ACC point guard, but the Zags were able to push ahead in the final minutes thanks to a great home crowd. However, on the other side of the country, over in Kingston, Rhode Island, Kentucky, number 2 seed, handed the Zags their ticket home. They had 5 players hitting shots beyond the arc, and they played great defense that forced the Zags into a lot of turnover situations, and they were never really able to get their offense going. While this did end the Zags' run in the tournament, Coach Graves said he had a hard time feeling down about the loss after the great season and the great past few years they've had as a program. Back to the desk.
Thanks a lot, Denny. And Dave, you and I had a chance to go to that second round game against the Miami Hurricanes. And we were talking a few moments ago how that was one of the best atmospheres we've seen for any basketball game here in our 4 years at Gonzaga.
Yeah, David, last year you and I went to all 4 of the NCAA women's tournament games here in Spokane, and I didn't think it could get better than that, but that game against Miami really changed my mind. One play in particular, I remember the Miami point guard dribbling out, trying to run through her sequence, all the while not noticing the shot clock winding down. The atmosphere that night at the McCarthy Athletic Center was ridiculous.
Yeah, we were fortunate to be sitting by some of the cheerleaders who were up in the stands for that game, and they certainly helped fuel Dave and my own, our level of intensity, and really the fans around us too. So Gonzaga women's basketball, feel free to jump on the bandwagon, folks. This is a program on the rise.
Yes, sir, it is. Well, right now it's time to take a quick break, but on the other side of that, we'll have the part you've been waiting for the most. We'll update the bracket standings, but for now, let's turn it over to the greatest bald man in the history of bald men, Mr. Dan Garrity.
Good to see you all again. Professor Dan, Dr. Phil here. Last Bracketology, we promised you that we'd tell you the big plans for the summer. Are you ready for this? For the first time, we get to take Brother Phil overseas with us. Destination?
Turkey.
We've been going there for about 4 years now with some other students, but never have we been lucky enough to bring Phil. What are you looking forward to?
Well, the beauty of it this year is my doc has cleared me to go. My last chemotherapy will be right before I leave, so it's kind of a twofold.
That is the coolest thing in the world. And his doctor is from, guess where? Istanbul.
Yes.
So we're gonna, we're gonna be gone basically all of July. Please follow along with us, and we'll let you know through our Facebook and everything how to watch all of our stories. Next item on the agenda, the alum of the week this year goes to a graduate from 2008, Eric Carlton. God bless Eric. Right after he graduated from here, Eric got a job as a shooter in Shreveport, Louisiana. Right now, he is at his second stop in Raleigh, North Carolina. He just loves it there because of all the basketball that he used to get to shoot. And now, this is the big announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Carlton is the official alum who has the job in the highest ranked market in the country because he just accepted a job to Atlanta, Georgia. Congratulations to Eric. And as with all the alums of the week, over the years of bracketology, we always ask them to, write us a little note, give us some reflections. This is the interesting thing that Eric wrote. I asked him about his keys to success. He said, well, being a good troubleshooter is important. He writes, this is a highly technical business and things are going to break. Don't need to tell Brother Phil that. Being able to identify problems and find practical solutions on your own will please management and make your stock rise quickly. When I get an interview, they have seen my reel already and they know I'm a good shooter. They know that I care about lighting, etc. So when they ask what is my best skill, I always tell them troubleshooting. And they have all offered me a position. That's a really, really interesting way to approach an interview, don't you think?
Yes.
Last thing I want to let everybody know about is this is, after all, a fundraiser, and we've made it just as easy as we can. There's a link that we're going to put on all of our email correspondence. That link is going to be on Facebook. I'll tweet it to you guys. Real easy. It's a CashNet site that you can help out GUTV with. Just fill out all of your information, and it's a minimum $20 donation. And I think that, I hope it's not too much to ask. If you guys still believe in us, you still want to help us keep the whole thing going, give us $20. This year, what we're going to do with that money we raise from your generous donations, revamp this here set. That's going to be wonderful. Extra incentive, though. Remember Barkalow, the broadcasting dog? So if you guys donate $200 by the next GUTV Bracketology show, I will let Barkalow eat that biscuit. Until then, he's going to stay right there. So please click away right now. That's all for this week. We sure look forward to another GU alum of the week on our last Bracketology show. Until then, God bless you. Keep up the good work. Not yet. Oh my God, he's drooling.
Thank you, Dan. We're back now with our bracket standings, kicking it off with the Alumni Division. Still number 1 overall in the bracket, Steve Murphy, a videographer at Creme 2 right here in Spokane. Steve, you've got 246 points, and my advice for you this weekend, root against Ohio State, rock chalk all the way. In second place in the Alumni Division, Jack Quigg with 242. He's the only member of our bracket to get all the Final Four teams correct, so congratulations to you, Jack. And in third place, Michael Harris, a freelance sports videographer who works out of Seattle, 223 points, cracking the top 3. Good work.
Time now to jump into the Friends and Family Division. Last week's leader, Nancy Cahill, still leading the way with 220 points. Hot on her heels, though, your brother, Mr. Anthony Gentili, with 210. And tied at third place is Bill Rosenberger and your father, Michael Gentili, with 205 points. The Gentili brothers really running GUTV Bracketology this year.
Taking a look at our current students division now, they're holding down to 3 to 6 overall spots in the bracket, so good work, current students. Greg Talbot has taken over the lead with 233 points. His final chance to gain some points is if Kentucky takes down Louisville. Graham Enos, the man behind the camera tonight, with 228. Graham, I'm afraid all you can do is wait and watch. Definitely on the hot seat entering this weekend. Gonzaga Murray State in the final. But Dave, I think that just shows how Graham did a tremendous job picking the first couple rounds of this bracket.
It's courageous, good for him. Glad he's supporting Gonzaga, but when it comes to making a bracket, it didn't work out for him.
And in third place, better watch out, Graham, because it's me. I'm chasing after you, baby. 226 points. If Ohio State wins against Kansas, I'll take over first in the student division, but I'm a Rock Chalk fan, so we'll by no means be rooting for the Buckeyes. And a quick addition to our student bracket, Colin McQuilkin, man behind the camera last week with 224, the only person to pick Ohio State to win it all. And Dave, if Ohio State does so, he will take the student division and the overall bracket. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Congratulations to Colin. And speaking of, I got a chance to sit down with him earlier today and recognize him as the GUTV Bracketology Senior of the Week. Mr. Colin McQuilkin. Colin, first of all, congratulations on being awarded Senior of the Week. Last week, you directed and shot the first episode of GUTV Bracketology. What's it like to work with a Hall of Fame talent like myself and David?
Oh, well, David's great. David's fantastic. He's great to work with. You know, I actually got the chance to work with him in the fall as well, doing soccer. I was analyzing the action for his play-by-play call. That was a lot of fun. You
Great.
have great hair.
Fantastic. Something like that.
Yeah, you got good hair. Your shirt's nice and crisp. Yep.
That's it. That's all we have about me. Let's move on from that. Colin, you got the chance to do a little bit of game action with Dave. We talked about your directing. What are you passionate about here for the GUTV family?
To tell you the truth, I like to do it all. It's all a lot of fun, but I think the most passion I have is for directing. I like to just kind of have that control, be able to be all over the place, yet be in one place all at the same time. Just knowing being 3 steps ahead. It's like playing chess, and you just know what's coming. You got to make sure that everything's coming on time. Everything that you need is there when you need it, and I really enjoy that, and I like to think I'm good at it anyway.
You've been directing shows for a few years now. Is there one or a certain game that you've done that pops into your head as, man, that was a lot of fun?
As far as directing goes, got to direct a baseball game last year. That was a lot of fun. It was exciting, close game all the way through, and it really popped out. It's one I remember. It was one of my first live sporting events, which is great. And then as far as the broadcasting side, those men's soccer games I got to do with David were fantastic, overtime thrillers.
To you alums out there watching, soccer is part of the repertoire here at GUTV now. Colin, you'll be leaving in May along with me. Can you take away from your time at GUTV?
As far as everything at GUTV, I really have learned to work under a whole lot of pressure, work with a whole bunch of different personalities. You know, I mentioned earlier, you versus David. And it's been the ride of a lifetime. I've taken away a ton of skills that are going to stay with me forever. I can edit, I can shoot, I can kind of do graphics. I can talk on camera just fine, at least I think so. I can direct. I've produced a little bit. But it's really been a wild ride. And David Gentili was great to work with as a partner. You really are great to work with. All joking aside, you are great to have. You know, when I'm working behind the camera, I know I can just let you guys run with it and can just do everything. And Dan Garrity has just been. He's been there to ride my butt when I need it and to give me some encouragement when I need that as well. And it's been great.
All right, Colin, thank you very much for sitting down with me. Congratulations once again on being named the GUTV Bracketology Senior of the Week.
Well, Dave, we just saw you talking to Colin about his career aspirations and about how he's looking to be a director. And you and I, as on-camera talent, can speak to that. We're always very comfortable when Colin's at the helm.
Yeah, Colin certainly does a good job of making all of our broadcasts look great. But David, I got to say, man, I think I make them look perfect.
Oh,
no?
boy.
Nothing?
When are you going to change, man?
I'm done.
Well, all right, we can't end the show on that note, so one more time, here's the information and the link to how to donate to this program and make that interview set look even better than it does now. Two pretty faces on set with Colin and Dave. Imagine if the set looked even better. Limitless possibilities here at GUTV, and it's all thanks to your donations. Well, that's all the time we have here on the second episode of GUTV Bracketology. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you next week.